Okay, quick video today. We're going to look at configuration properties. What this is going to allow us to do is set some properties for our part that we can then keep with our part, and if we update our part, it will be updated with it, and it'll actually pull and update our drawings automatically for it, depending on how we have our templates set up. In order to access this, we're going to go to our configurations tab right up here. And within this, we can go ahead and right click on our current configuration, go into properties, and we can set our custom properties. So in this case, we're going to jump to configuration properties, and we have all of these values that we can work with right here. And you see that some of them have a blank place that I have set up for just text, while a few other ones I've actually set up so that they're automatically pulling information for me. So I've got a material and a volume, which SOLIDWORKS is already calculating. So I'm going to go ahead and let SOLIDWORKS calculate it. But I want that information available to me later, so I go ahead and I put a more or less hyperlink in there to pull back and figure out what those values are. With this one extra piece while we're in here is our bill of materials. So with this, our bill of materials is not going to necessarily pull directly from those properties. We have to set where it is pulling from, and we have the three options right here. So a lot of the times we got the document name is being used, and that's great so long as you want your documents organized based off of whatever you want your part numbers named. And I think a lot of the times it's not necessarily instinctual to name it off of that. We can set it under configuration name, and we'll talk about setting configuration names in SOLIDWORKS later, or we can just set a user specified name and type in whatever we're after for that. One other thing to note here is that this is all using the templates that we are using for this class. And if I open the base SOLIDWORKS one, my template no longer is going to have all of these pre-populated for me. So if I hop in here, we're seeing everything is blank. Okay, and then I can go ahead and I could set this up and do it by hand if I wanted to. I can go ahead and select a property name from a bunch of defaults. And then because I'm using those defaults, I could potentially have links for my drawing based off of that. Now, how we're actually going to use this, I've got a part that I've made here. I'm going to go ahead and hop in properties. I can show that I have all of this information already filled out. And that means when I go and I take this part and I add it to a drawing, it's going to tell me that I already have a drawing for this part. But when I have this drawing, you see that I've got my template all set up here. And the second I put this part in my template, is actually going to look at that part, and it's going to figure out all the properties of that part. And it's going to go ahead and add those directly into my drawing for me. It's all taken care of, and if I decide to change anything, I can go ahead and change it in the part, and it'll update everything for me the next time I open this drawing. Hopefully this is helpful for you. Take care.